It's Gary Peplow up here again. All right, now I'm at the ranger station on the way up on 38. Just to give you an idea what it looks like, it's really cool. See, come up here, get a an idea of what's going on, and talk to the rangers up here. They know the area. Really cool, right? Well, I came up here because I am doing that survey of earthquakes, and I'm showing around, not earthquakes, but earthquake faults. I am doing that survey of earthquake faults, and I just wanted you to know where they are. But I'm amazed at what they've put up here. I mean, this was here when I was a kid, but I didn't quite understand it. But here we have a map of the physical area. Wow, look, there's Big Bear Lake. You see that? Now, just for you geography people, you know that these valleys are made by streams, right? Okay, and so right over here is like where Seven Oaks Dam is. This over here is the Mill Creek. And then over here is the Santa Ana River. All right, so you can see that. If you want to come see this map sometime, you can. Now, what's really cool is that what we're going to do is, I've already shown you, this is the San Andreas Fault. And it goes all the way that way, too. The San Andreas Fault of the Mill Creek strand. All right, so this intersects here. Really cool. And this area that we're talking about here, here's the San Andreas Fault. It goes all the way down, all the way up into Cajon Pass. Okay? And then it goes all the way up through California. You know that. That's what causes the San Francisco Fault. But we are currently right here. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out, this is Yucaipa, right? Well, on this side is Yucaipa, and that side's Mentone. And so as we look at this, what I find really cool, what I find amazing, is Crafton Hills is just like an island all by itself because of the Crafton Hills Fault. Really cool, right? All right, so now let's look at the rest of this. So over on this side at the Crafton, you see how it starts to fade out here? So most of the seismology is taking place right here. But now the other side of it, really cool. It goes all the way up here like this. And if you chase this rabbit right here, you see that? Chase that rabbit right there, you end up in Oak Glen. And so the San Andreas Fault comes through here, and it comes through here. Now, remember when we're talking about faults, what's happening is that these plates are moving, and they move at about this side, the speed your fingernails grow. Really cool, right? And they have different ways of going. They can be transverse, which means that they slide against each other. They can be subductive. They can be strike-slip, which means that they're crashing into each other. And then out in the middle of the Atlantic is a rift zone. And a rift zone is where it splits apart and makes new land. But the reason why all that's important is all that energy is here, right there on stage for you to see. Really cool. And one of the things that the stories that this doesn't tell is that it's like a giant grabbed the mountains and then moved them east-west. They were north-south during the Colorado uplift and everything, and then when everything changed, it went east-west. I think it's amazing. It's really cool. And what makes it even more amazing is what we did. I mean, here we are. We're actually on the San Andreas Fault, and Seven Oaks Dam is right on it. Seven Oaks Dam is right on it, so it could fall if there was a big earthquake. All these houses are on it. And as far as the Crafton Hills, there's a lake, an artificial reservoir right up here at the top of Crafton Hills. That is the Crafton Hills Reservoir, and that water catches it. I believe it's state water, but I don't know exactly where the water's coming from, but it runs down into Yucaipa. So when I'm talking about the earthquakes faults, I just want you to know that we are a large part of that. Oh, and one last thing I have to bring it up. Well, first of all, let's look one more time. Okay, you can see where the faults come in, and they meet right there. And that's one place where the faults meet, the Mill Creek Strand and the main San Andreas Fault. And then they go up this way and they go right up that way. Really cool, right? But now look at this. We live at the top of the Inland Empire. The Inland Empire, the geology and geography of the Inland Empire was built by the San Andreas Fault. Not only that, it was built by a giant alluvial fan. Now, alluvial fan is where the dirt's dropped when water slows down. This is right here, the start of the Inland Empire. And all this dirt, all this flat dirt, that would be also where the orange groves are and everything else, came from up here and all the way down that way. So I just wanted to let you know that plate tectonics and seismology is so interesting. A little windy on that one.